So I'm in San Antonio, Texas right now. I'm away from the family, and Blair just called me. She just went to her first doctor's appointment where she gets to do the ultrasound and she could see the baby. And she just told me that there's not one baby, there's two. And I'm kind of overwhelmed. I had my mind made up to be able to deal with one. I'm like, okay, you know, we have 4 kids. True, we're gonna increase by 1. We're gonna have 1 baby. We can handle this. You know, this is something that we can accomplish. We can do. Our vehicle that we have will work. It's just not overwhelming. We can do it. And then she says, there's 2. Not only that, they're fraternal, and we've used no assistance, no IVF or whatever it's called, none of that. This is old school natural baby making, and there's 2, and it's a blessing, gosh, but it's just so overwhelming because now I have to think like, okay, double everything. I just want to take Blair and put her in a bubble because that's so much now that I'm thinking about, like, we're going to figure out how to handle this. We're going to figure out how to be successful as we've always been successful as a family. But now we're gonna do it with twins. So, you know, now I'm just in a moment of like, okay, praying for their health, praying for their safety, praying for my entire family. But my family is about to grow by 2. And we were already a big family of 6, and now we're gonna become a family of 8, which is a blessing, but so overwhelming, guys. It's just overwhelming. Again, I just want to put Blair and the babies in a bubble and just keep them in a bubble for the next 6 months. That's what I want to do. But we have a lot of adjustments that we have to make in our family, in our household. Think about how we're going to handle this. We might have to switch vehicles again, back to a minivan or something similar. So this is it. This is my first take on expecting twins.
So like Mac mentioned, he was away when I told him that we're having twins. And yeah, that was a very different experience for me. Typically when I go to scans, it's nothing. It's just a doctor's appointment. I'm not thinking about anything. Happy to see the baby on the screen. And this time around, the first question the tech had was, do twins run in your family? And I'm like, why are you asking me, do twins run in my family? Like, who asked that question? Why is this a thing? And then I looked at the screen finally, and I realized she was rolling off one baby and going to another baby. And as I explained to Mac, that's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to roll off and it'd be blank. And that's not what I saw. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, so this is going to be a different phone call to Mac. How am I going to say this to him? What's he going to say? Yeah. So he was in the gym. I told him, please sit down. Please don't lift anything right now.
It was shocking. Yeah. It was shocking and just so unanticipated. We've never had multiples before, and just to be clear, these are natural homegrown twins.
He said homegrown.
Homegrown twins. No special technical assistance required. Just old school twins.
Yeah.
And but we've never had multiples before. We had 4 kids. Why would we think that there would be multiples now?
We hadn't had multiples before, so this wasn't a real thought.
Not at all.
Also, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm an only child, so I grew up just me. It was just me, and still just me. And I knew I wanted a big family. I'd always talked about having 4 kids, but then I had 4 kids, and I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. 4 kids, and then Matt came one day and was like, but Blair, let's just do it one more time, because I just want to try for this one more time, and then I'm good. I won't bother. I won't bring it up again. I said, okay.
Yeah, my thought was, okay, we had a daughter, and then we had 3 sons. And to bookend with a little girl would be so great. Yeah. And, we're in a position, I think, that we could do that and it'd be wonderful. And Blair's like, okay, we want to do one more. And that's what we're thinking from a family planning standpoint, with the daughter, 3 sons, and like a little baby girl to carry us through. And I think that would be so wonderful. Yes. That was the thought.
Yes. And then we got a surprise.
Yeah.
2. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We can't wait to see how that goes.
Let's see how this goes, guys. This is definitely going to be interesting. So when I came back, we did get to go do another ultrasound, and I was able to see the babies active and moving for myself. So check this out.
I've done 1 scan so far with the NHS. I'm not scheduled for my next scan until about 24 weeks. So I felt like 20 weeks would be a good time to go for another scan. The UK has ultrasound facilities around the country, and you can use them to go do like reassurance exams reassurance scans where you can hear the baby's heartbeat, or gender reveals and weight approximations for later on in pregnancy. As a mother of 4, going to an ultrasound appointment is nothing new. I like to use the time to hear the baby's heartbeat and see how the baby is moving. During this exam, both babies' heartbeats were very strong.
Want to ask anything?
And you could see everything from that side. You don't have to check this side.
Check the other side.
Sorry, how can you check?
How do you...
You don't have to check the other side.
Yeah, the babies are there. If it's the both sides same. Okay.
Okay.
The babies are 2. Okay.
Yeah.
If I check from here, so I can see the front of the baby. Okay.
Yeah.
And if here, so I can see the back of the baby. Okay.
Okay.
Since this exam is a reassurance exam, it only took a few minutes to complete. My exams with NHS will be longer and more thorough.
Twice the fun. And one of the things I was concerned about with having one child after the others was that based on the age gaps, that this one baby at the bottom would have to go through high school by themselves. Like they wouldn't have a companion in the family to go through high school with, because all the others are basically 1 year apart as far as school is concerned.
Right.
So they're kind of going through school together. They're all riding together. This one child would be left. Like my younger brother, he went through that, and he said that was the most fun, to be left at the house by himself.
So that is the one positive of having twins. We know that they'll have each other for that experience. We've kind of always had our kids in pairs of some sort, and we just keep doing it, I guess.
Yeah. So come up with the name of the big 4. So the oldest are the big 4, and I don't want to call the younger ones the little 2, but
No.
we'll come up with some cool name for them. But we have the big 4, and then we'll have the follow 2, and we will still have help with family. We've talked with your mom about maybe bringing in some extended help with the extended family, because that first few months are going to be so critical.
Yeah, as we get adjusted to schedules and learning how to balance all the kids together, we're going to need help with that. So we're definitely looking forward to that help from our extended families and just getting to know the new babies.
Yeah, new babies. This is going to be a lot of fun, guys. Hey, follow along. Make sure you keep up with the channel, because as we go throughout this experience, we want to carry you along with us as we go throughout this experience. At the same time, what does this mean from the medical perspective? Like now, there's some things that's going to be a little different medically, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. We'll find out if there's going to be some medical differences, a few more appointments, and we're going to look at what that actually means overall. I'm excited, and if I don't sound excited, I'm just still absorbing it, and I want to be vulnerable and express exactly how I feel and like what this feels like as a father who's going to go from a father of 4 to a father of 6. And that's why I've been thinking a lot about like generational wealth and what does that mean? Not just wealth from a financial standpoint, but how do I train and raise my children with my value system and like our value system,
Right.
so that they generationally will carry forward our viewpoints of the world, the ones that need to be carried forward, and kind of how to look at the world. So I've been thinking about that as a lot as a father of, well, I feel like that already, a father of 6. And that is such a blessing, right? To be able to say that. But I'm still absorbing the fact that instead of 1,
There's 2.
there's 2. Oh, gosh. Listen, guys, be sure to like and subscribe, follow along, and we'll talk to you next time.
See you next time.